Hey everybody, this is Dave coming to you for the Gaming Cave. Today we're going to continue our playthrough of Spruance Leader, the Cold War Fleet Combat Solitaire Strategy game from Dan Burson Games, DVG. Right, if you remember, I know it's been about a week. Christmas and everything kind of came and a little traveling, so we're back here now. We're going to get restarted here. We're playing the North Atlantic Sea Lanes, Cold War 1988, using Atlantic ships. There are 6 targets for this particular mission, and we are starting target number 5 using our trusty sequence of play. There's no R&R, so we need target selection. So let's give the target deck a shuffle here. And our target is number 11. Okay, I have to take this one. It is my red target. I was hoping to get this because I can gain an extra 5 victory points, which I need. Enemy Carrier Task Force. So this is what we're going to be going up against. Intercept an enemy carrier task force, destroy all surface ships. It's going to have 1 sub and 3 surface ships. So we're definitely going to get armed for surface ships for this one. We'll put him up there. And that is in zone number 2. Okay. All right. I'm excited about that because I was hoping to get that one. Okay, my starting SO points. I have 22 available. You can see my commanders, everybody's here. I don't have any real high stress on anybody except for the HMS Sheffield. He's still carrying 3. He really got, the one mission he went out on, he really got hammered for stress. So he's about to recover, and it'll be good timing for my last mission, where I can really build up a nice task force and go after some stuff. Okay. Purchase task force equipment, assemble my task force. Okay, well, we know we're going after carriers. We know we're going to need some subs, and there's a possibility of enemy task forces showing up also along the way here. So I need to get a decent mix of things. So let me get set up, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what I did. Okay, we've got Task Force Commander Ewan, who already has 2 stress on him. USS Mayhem Destroyer is in Screening Force Ship number 1. USS Vogue is a frigate. It's in Screening Force number 2. He does have a helicopter available. We have the USS Doyle, which is ship number 3. And we have the flagship. Did I say that right? Nope, I got those backwards. That's okay. I'm going to switch those so I don't get them mixed up. I got the flagship is Doyle. I meant the flagship to be, yeah, Doyle. But he's in spot number 3. And the Scott is in spot number 4 in the main force. I've used 20 of my 22 SO points and armed the Mayhem with RGM-84s, ASROCs, Mark 46s, and the surface missile -2 for protect me against aircraft. We have the Vogue, who has the Mark 46 ASROCs, and we have he has a Sea Sprite sprayer, and he can carry AGM-65s and Mark 46s. And I wonder if I should have, nah, he'll be all right. I'll detect with using my MAD. And the Doyle, who's carrying RGM-84s, Mark 46s, and surface missile -1s. And the USS Scott, a destroyer, who's carrying RGM-84s, Mark ASROCs, Mark 46, and SM-1s. Okay, so hoping that sub comes in close. I can nail him early. So we'll see. Best laid plans, you know how this goes. Set up my ship draw cup, I did that. Purchase ordinance, I did that. No skills being purchased. Filled out my log sheet, I did that. Placed my task force counter, I've got that on my board. Roll for enemy task force placement, shuffle decks. Okay, here we go. Got a roll for my enemy task force placement. Okay. So there, I still, over here, sorry for the glare, I still have to roll 4 for 4 task forces. So we'll get them on the board here. A, B, C, D. Here we go. High numbers, please. High numbers. 6. That's high enough. A's up here. That's 1 down I don't have to mess with. Task Force B. 10. That's even better. He's way up there. Task Force C. 7. Okay. So far, none of them are down there where they're going to mess with me. And the last one, 1. He's coming right out of the gate. Okay. So I only got 1 task force I have to deal with. Now I have to shuffle all my decks. So we'll start with sensor performance. We'll give this a quick little shuffle. Okay. And event cards. Get these shuffled up here. And our encounter cards. All right, and enemy subs. And enemy ships. Okay. All right, we're set, we're ready to go. Okay, now we start our mission execution phase, task force movement. So we move our task force out into zone 1. No enemy air attacks, enemy task force activity. Okay, so we start with our first task force. And it is 0 to 4, nothing. 5 to 6, low. 7 to 10, high. Okay, I have to add 2 to my die roll. Come on, low number. 6, makes that an 8. It's going to be high. Okay, so we're going to have a high encounter. It's going to be 2 sub. This isn't bad. Alert sub crew. Detect is +2. Attack is +2. So I guarantee 1 SO for each sub sunk. All right, and there's going to be 2 subs out here. Now we do our enemy sub placement. Enemy sub placement. Okay, so we're going to have 2 subs. Sub number 1. And sub number 2. There's a star on that one, so I for sure going to have to detect one of these guys. All right, we got to place them. So we'll start with the first one I drew. It is 8. Starting range on the sub, he's at range 5. And we'll check his azimuth is 7. So he's out right here. Second sub is 2. He's at range 3. And azimuth is 10. He's way out here. Okay. Now, check our sensor performance, see what kind of C's we're going to have. Surface detection is +1. Well, that's not good for me. It's a nice sunny clear day. SSNs, we treat these as SSNs. And at range 3, he may be starting deep. So we're gonna roll. We got to roll for each one of them. Put this here. We'll start with the guy back here. Let's see if he's deep or not. A 10. He is deep. Okay, so he's starting deep. We'll put a deep on him. Now the next guy. He is 3 plus 2, 5. He is not deep. Okay. Detect, he gets plus 2, and attacks, he gets plus 2. So he's going to be able to detect me. All right, so I got to get these guys quick. Okay, my Ewan, he is a fast. Here's he gets his normal task force, but he also has coordinate missile defense and coordinate torpedo defense. So I can use that if I need to. He's a fast action. So, okay, battle turn counters on number 5. We draw our event card next. Okay, event card is poor sonar detection. All sub detection attempts have a -2 die roll modifier. Earn 3 SO points for each sub destroyed during the encounter. Wow. Okay, so now we're gonna put that one up here too. I'll put it on top of that. So his bonus just got evened out. That helps, but mine got worse. Okay. All right. Here we go. I have no Sono Boy fast task force actions. Okay. I think what I want the task force to do, I want my task force commander. I'm trying to hit this guy. If I can detect him quick, I can help myself. He's going to really detect me, so I know it's going to come fast. See, at range 3, I'm a +1 detection. Boy, I'm going to have my task force commander move the task force. That's his action. These guys move up. Now I know they're closer. Okay, I'm gonna have to get this guy. That's the reason I did that. Okay, the Mahan and the Vogue. The Mahan's gonna try to detect him. He is gonna use his active sonar. So I need a 3 to 6 to detect. I get at range 2 is +2. I get +1 for being a screening force. That's +3. So I get a +3 modifier on my die. That's a 7, a 6. So I have a detect 2 on him now. And we're going to find out what subtype he is. Sub number 1 is going to be an SSK Foxtrot class. Okay. So he now becomes enemy sub 1. I can drop that one off of there. Even in his noise modifier, I believe, was a 1, which would have made that die roll a 6, and a 6 was still enough to get me the 2. Okay, now the Mahan detected him. The Vogue is firing ASROCs. He can fire 2, so he's firing both of them. All right, we got to get this guy. The Vogue's firing. He gets a +2 for his attack modifier. He gets +1 for the range. That's a +3. We're looking for a 7 or higher. He has a missile defense, torpedo defense of 1. So I'm back to +2. So he has a +2 modifier. 10. Yeah, baby. That's 1 hit. The first one hits him. And he only takes, he only takes 1 hit. He's down. So we got rid of him. All right. That's exactly what I was hoping to do. So that sub's down. All right, I get an SO and 3 SOs, so that's 4 SOs. I'm going to keep this to the side right here just as a reminder who I sunk. All right, 1 down, 2 torpedoes fired. They're off. The other one's still running through the water, but we took care of him. Okay, here we go. That's my fast ship actions. Now we have move enemy units. Okay, so we have a sub on the move. He gets a 9. We don't know what type of sub he is. So he's a 9. He's going to go flank or range -1. The first thing we're going to do, he would move out to the flank. Okay, so there he is at range 4. He's going to take an action. He's going to attempt to detect me. At range 4, he gets +2. And surface detection is +1. That's +3. See who he's trying to detect. It is, oh, ship number 2. All right, he's +3. He needs a 7 and 9 to detect. +3. +2 for that, +1 for surface detection, +3. Oh, 4. He does not detect me. Woo-hoo-hoo. Got past that one. Oh, okay. We avoided him. Now, we go to decrease detection levels. There aren't any. Reset command. Oh no, slow task force action. So I have the Scott and the Doyle. The Scott can't detect. It's outside of his range. Or is it? Yeah, range 3. But the Doyle can detect. So range 1 to 4. So he's going to detect. He needs a 4 or 7. His noise modifier is a 1. And at range 4, it is +2. I got to go through the layer. -3. So that's -1, -1, -2. So -2 to my die roll. 2. Did not detect him. Okay, the Scott cannot detect. All right. He could launch, or he doesn't have a helicopter to launch, so he won't be launching any helicopter. Okay. All right. That's the end of that. Battle turn counter moves. And we go back to fast actions. All right, here we go. The commander is going to have everybody move up. So we're going to take this chance again with this guy. Decrease this range to 3 so I can get everybody up here. The Mayhan is going to attempt to detect. He gets +1. At range 3 is +1. That's +2. But -3 because he's deep. So it's -1. So we have a -1. Nothing for the range. -1, and on the Mayhan, I need a 6, 5, 4. Did not detect. Okay, the Vogue is going to attempt to detect. He's even worse. He can detect though at range 3. Again, +1, -3 is -2. Well, -2, 6 is a 4. No detection. Okay, that's it for my detect. That's it for my fast actions. Now we go into sub movement. He gets a 7. We don't know what he is, so a 7. Flank or range -1. So he would flank again. So he's getting himself out here in position now. He's going to attempt to detect somebody. And it is ship number 2. Okay. Now, he's going to attempt this through the layer. So at range 3, he gets +1. +1 for surface detection, so +2, -3 because of the thermal layer. So now he's at -1. So he has a -1. Ship number 2 is the Vogue. He has a noise modifier of 1. Well, he's -2. He needs a 7 or 9. -2, 3 does not detect us. Okay. Now we go, pull that off. Now we go into slow ships. All right. At range 3, we're going to have the Doyle attempt to detect him. At range 3, he's +1, -3 because he's deep, so -2. -2. I need a 4 or 7. -2. Oh, that's an 8. I got him. We found him. He's a detect level 2. And the next sub on this one is SSN Victor 3, class 3. He's definitely a starred sub. We'll make him enemy sub number 1 again. This time he's got a star on him. And he's detected at level 2. All right, we did our job there. Okay. That means that the Scott can fire his ASROCs. He has 2 of them. He's letting them both go. The Scott had a sub is a -1. His torpedo defense is 2, -3. Wow, I got to roll a 10 to get a hit. 7, missed. First one missed. The second one gets a +1. It's part of a spread shot. +1, so now I need a 9. 4, missed. Okay. So we missed that one. He's going to be tougher to hit. All right, that's my slow actions. Move the battle counter down. Decrease detection level, so it goes from a 2 to a 1. Okay. And now we go into the next phase. Now, I'm going to have my commander move us forward. 1. And now I've got the Mahan, who is going to fire 2 ASROCs at this guy. He is +1 for the sub, +1 for the range, so he's +2. He has a missed torpedo defense of 2, so we're straight up. The first one is a 4, it missed. My second one gets a +1, so I'm +1. 10, got the hit. So I got 1 hit on him. All right, so he takes an enemy damage. That's going to help us. He's still deep, but he took a damage. And now the Vogue is firing one torpedo. Man, I'm burning through these torpedoes fast. And no, I'm still going to have a sub to go after. He's firing 1 torpedo right here. He gets +2 for the sub, +1 for the range, +3. His torpedo defense is -1, so now it's off of a 2, so that makes it a -1. So I'm at +2. Man, I hate to waste that torpedo, but I'm not gonna fire it. +2. 6. Missed. Shoot. I should have fired it. Dang it. Second guessed myself right out of that. Okay, now we do sub movement. He is +3. 6 + 3 is a 9. Flank or range -1. So he's going to check to see if he's going to change his depth. He gets a +2. 2 + 2 is a 4. He does. So instead of moving closer, he's not deep anymore. Okay. He is going to try to detect. He's going after the Vogue again. They've been trying to get this guy, they haven't been able to detect him. Okay. His detect, range 1 to 3 is 5 to 8. He is, Vogue's got a noise modifier of 1, so it's -1. He gets +1, so those equal out. Two did not detect us. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay, we dodged another one. Now we go to our slope, and the Vogue has to fire 2 torpedoes to get this guy. Mark 46s. The Vogue's a +1. Range is +1, so I'm +2. His torpedo defense is 2 -1, so it makes him a 1, so I'm now a +1. 4 + 1's a 5, it missed. The second torpedo's +2. Oh, he missed. Oh my gosh. Missed him again. I'm going to use all my torpedoes up on this stupid sub. Oh. Okay. I've been forgetting to add my modifier there, but it wouldn't have mattered on either one of those. So I missed. Okay. So we go enemy ship movement. Submarine movement, he's a +3, gets a 5, 3's an 8, he goes flank or range -1, he's moving in on us. Here he comes, he's going to try to detect. Ship number 3, my flagship, of course. Of course it is. Okay, he's a +2, let's see, range 1, he's +2. +2 for range. Oh, we don't use the range. He's +2. Yeah, he's +2. My noise modifier is 2, so that's 0. He gets, I've been forgetting to detect his +2, so he's back to +2, but he's -2. Yeah, I've been forgetting my whole event thing. We're back to 0. So it's a straight up roll of 0. He gets +1 for the surface detection. Oh my gosh, he missed me again. He must have a green crew on there. They can't detect anybody. Okay. Here we go. We're down to turn 2. Oh, I got to reduce this noise modifier is now, or my detection level is 0. Okay. Fast ships. The Vogue is firing his 1 torpedo. He's got a +2. +2 here is +4. Even with the sub attack over here at +2, he still would have missed. Yeah, forgot that modifier. But here I've got +2 for my ship, +2 for range. That's +4. He gets torpedo defense of 2, -1, so -1, so he's +3. So I have a +3 on this torpedo. 6 plus 3 is a 9. That got him. We sunk him finally. Okay. So we take him out. Take that off. Take that off. Take that off. All right. And that was a starred ship. So the Vogue picks up an experience point. And I gain 2 SOs for the submarine patrol, and I gained 3 more, 6, so I gained 8 SOs. Put a little note in there for 8 SOs for that one. And now we go through, I gotta do my, these 2 subs are out of the game. Got to do my end of encounter. First thing we have to do is draw an event card. Missile repair. Repairable missile damage on a ship of your choice. Well, we don't have any. This comes off. This is up there. Okay. We got to add stress. All right. So the Mahan, evaluate the encounter, repair attempt, add stress. Ewan gets 1, so his stress is going to be 3 now. Goes from 2 to 3. He's still good. And the Mahan has a cool of 2. We had 2, so he's even. Same thing with the Vogue. The Doyle picks up 1 stress. And the Scott picks up 1 stress. Okay. And record experience. So Ewan picks up an experience point. The Vogue picks up an experience point. The Mahan picks up an experience point. The Doyle picks up an experience point. And the Scott picks up an experience point. And I think, if I check real quick, 6.3.5, just want to make sure if they pick up a second one on this one, 5, each ship earns 1 for the encounter. If the target is destroyed, each ship and commander earns an additional. Oh, this isn't the target, this was the task force. So this was just an encounter. Yeah, I don't get an additional one here. All right, surface performance comes off. Sensor performance. Reset. Oh, we burned through our torpedoes. Whew, that was bad. Okay. Not exactly what I wanted there. All right. So, get my thing back up here. All right, here we go. Any group promotions? He's at 2, 2, 4, 3, 3, 5. He does promote, he doesn't promote, and 1. Okay. Okay, here we go. We now do task force movement. So we now move into the zone and we're going to have our encounter. Enemy task force activity check. There isn't any. Target area check. Yes. Okay, task force deployment, all that stuff. So now I got to find these. So I need the sub. I'm going to have 1 sub and then 3 ships. I need an Akula sub. Kilo, Alpha, Kilo, Kilo, Victor, Victor. Come on, where's the Akulas at? Alpha, Alpha. So I'm guessing that means I've already sunk a bunch of subs. I can go get me another Akula out of my deck right here. There's one. So we'll bring him back. So we have SSN K284. Oh, he's a starred one too. So I'm gonna have to sink him. That's bad news. To win, I need to get him. I can't leave him, but the good news is I don't have to sink him for my mission victory. Now, enemy ships. I need a Minsk, a Slava, and a Udaloy. All right, so let's get my ship markers out right here. 1, 2, and 3. All right, I need the Minsk, Slava, and Udaloy. Well, there's a Udaloy. He's the third one. Slava and a Minsk. Slava, number 2. And now I need the Minsk. All right, hang on while. All right, I went right past it. So there's the Minsk. And they have bandits, Yak 36s. So I have 2 Yaks here for bandits. Okay. All right. So we do task force deployment. I'm set up enemy task force encounter, target encounter, enemy ship sub counter placement. Okay, here we go. I need enemy sub number 1, and then I need enemy ships. Let's see, there's number 3. And enemy ship number 2. And enemy ship number 1. Everybody's got a star on them. Okay, we'll start with the sub. So his placement is a 2. His placement is -1. That makes him a 1. A 1. He's at range 3. Oops. And he will be at azimuth 7 here. And got to pull sensor performance for this one. Uh-oh, surface detection's +1. Gotta see if he's deep or not. He is an SSN, so we add 2 to this die roll. He is deep. Okay, so he's deep. All right, here comes enemy ship number 1. His move placement is -2. 5 minus 2 is a 3. He will be at range 5. Enemy ship number 1, that's the carrier. And his azimuth is 3. He's out there. All right, enemy ship number 2 is a 9. Placements +1's a 10, so he's at 6. That's the Slava. He's hanging back. And his azimuth is 5. He's there. All right, and now the DDG Severomorsk. He's the Udaloy class. His placement is a 0, a 9, range 6, and 10. He's there. All right, here we go. All right, just thinking about what I got to do here. All right, we've done our enemy ship placement, battle turn counters on number 5, event card. Here we go. Alert crew, pick one main force ship to be fast for the encounter. That will be the Doyle. We'll put this right here by the Doyle. He's going to be fast for this encounter. All right, I like that. We need all the help we can get. Okay, here we go. All right, I got fast ships. The Doyle, like to detect that sub. Let my ships detect out here. The Doyle's going to attempt to detect this submarine. He's got the best detection. He's going to try to detect him. Okay, that's his fast movement. It's a 4 to 7. He gets 0. He gets 0. He's running deep at range 3. +2. -1 through the layer, so it's -1. It's +1. So we're at +1 for the Doyle. He gets a 2. He does not do it. Oh man, I wanted that bad. Okay, the Vogue is going to attempt to detect ship number 1 at range 6. He's a 6 to 9. Gotta check something. Okay, just checking, but I get a surface detection of +1 for my sensor performance. This is the Vogue, is trying to detect enemy ship number 1. I get +1 there, +1 there, +2. His noise modifier is 0, so we're +2 onto the aircraft carrier. +2. I need a 6 or 9. 9 +2, he got a detect level of 2. That's huge. That is big time, because I'm going to get a shot at him now with my other fast ship. The Mayhan is launching 2 RGM-84s at this guy. All right. Targeted weapon attack. Missile volleys. Fire 2 missiles. First missile normal. Second missile gets a +1. I don't have a VLS, so I can't fire multiple. Okay, he's at range 5, -1. I get +1, so I'm 0 on my modifier for this first missile. Okay, here we go. First missile. It's a 6. 5 +1. Or is it even? I gotta do it again. -1 for range, +1 for my ship. It's 0. Oh, first missile missed. Second missile is a +1. 7, 8. There's 1 hit. All right, so we struck him with this RGM-84. Gives him his first hit. All right, hit number 1. There we go. That's it for my fast. Now we do enemy ship movement. The submarine gets a 2. He is an SSN, so he patrols right there. Does not move. Okay. Ship number 1. He is a -1 on his movement. 9 makes that an 8. Flank or range -1. We moved up 1. Ship number 2, the Slava. He's a +2, 8 +10. is range -2 and ping. Aha. He's pinging us. And enemy ship number 3, he's a +2, 10 +2, range -2, and he pings. Here they come. This is when it's going to get aggressive. Very aggressive. Okay, now the enemy sub wants to detect. He's going to try to detect ship number 1. Aircraft carrier wants to detect ship number 2. Ship number 2 is going to try to detect ship number 3. So they picked different ones so far. And ship number 1. Okay. Here we go. Submarine. He detects, he's at range 3 on a surface ship. Range is 1 to 4. He's at range 3, no modifier. He's detecting ship number 1, which is my screening force. The Mayhem, he has a noise modifier of 1, so it's -1. So he has a -1. 4 -1's a 3. Does not detect me. Woo-hoo-hoo, just barely. That's off of there. He didn't detect him. All right, the aircraft carrier. He's going to attempt to detect me. Ship number 2, the Vogue, has a noise modifier of 1. He's at 4 to 7. Let's see. He's going to be -1. Range is 0. Okay. Well, -1. 1. Huh. He doesn't detect me, so my screening force didn't get detected. Right. Ship number 2 is going after ship number 3, the Doyle. He has a noise modifier. Whoa, sorry about that. 2. Well, gee whiz, Dave. 2 from the Slava. Oh, you know what? I messed this up. We're not going to get to that one just yet. We're doing ship number 2. They get 2 contacts attempts. Ship number 3. Try to detect him. The sub and the aircraft carrier each still have another detection. Okay, so let's go back to the sub. Yeah, because this contacts means they try to contact 2, do 2 contacts. That is on. Contacts indicates the number of task force counters to pull for the enemy ship sub to attempt to detect attack. Okay, so here we go. He's going to try again on ship number 2. He is a noise modifier of 1. He's at 0, so he is -1. 6 -1's a 5. He does detect him at level 1. So he got him detected. Okay. The aircraft carrier is also attempting another one. Range 6 against ship number 2. It's -1. No range modifier. 6 -1's a 5. He detects him also at 1. Okay. Yep, I've been forgetting that. I'm glad I remembered that this time. Okay. All right, ship number 2 is going to try to attempt on number 1. Noise modifier of 1. Range 4 is 0. He needs a 5 to 8. He's -1. 2, he does not detect ship number 1. Now he's trying ship number 3. Ship number 3 is the Doyle. He's a -2 for his noise modifier. -2, 3. He does not detect ship number 3. All right. Ship number 4. Oh, back to ship number 1 with ship number 3. He's a 4 to 7. Ship number 1 is a -1. Oh, 3. He missed him. All right. Man, getting lucky with these rolls now. Ship number 4 is the Scott. He's a noise modifier of 0. That's going to make him even up. Oh, a 1. He did not get him. So the one ship that he had the best chance of getting, he did not detect. Okay. Now. He detected him. For the submarine, his attack detection level 2+ only. So he does not attack until he gets a detection level of 2, and he's only at 1. Okay, so he does not attack. They moved. They have to have a level 2 to instantly fire, so they don't fire. Okay. Whew. Now we do slow task force. So the only one I got is the Scott. He's going to fire at the aircraft carrier. He's firing 2 RGM-84s out here. He's a -1. That's a 0. His missile defense is 2. -1, so it's -1. And my detection modifier is +2. Okay, so let's go through that again. -1. +2, so now I'm +1. Missile defense of 2, -1, so that's 1, so I'm even up. 6 or higher on the first missile. 9, there's 1 hit. Boom. Second one gets +1. 8, poo, 2 hits. That gives me a total of 3 hits, and the aircraft carrier is sunk. Yeah, that's the way we do it. All right, so the Minsk goes down, and that came from the Scott. So the Scott gets an extra experience point for sinking the Minsk because he was a starred vessel. So he's gone. That's the big one. Last time I went up against the carriers, I couldn't get that guy on that last shot. All that comes off. And I can take out. Oh, not those. Good there. Okay. Whew. That's it. That's my slow ships. All right. Battle turn goes down to 4. A lot happened in that round. And end the encounter, so we're going to get ready for our fast attack. All right, here we go. The Vogue is going to try to detect, let's see, enemy ship number 2. He has a noise modifier of 0. I get +1 for being on the screening, so I'm +1. So I have a +1. This is the Vogue. He needs a 6 to 9 +1. 8 +1's a 9. He got him at detection level 2. Okay. Oh, with the noise modifier of 3, I definitely detected him. Now, the Doyle is going to attempt to detect going to attempt to detect the submarine at range 3. He gets 0 modifier. He's deep, +2, -1, so he's +1. He needs a 4 to 7, +1. 5 + 1 is a 6. We detected him at level 1. So we know he's there now. Okay. Now, the Mahan has ASROCs, and he could fire at that guy. At range 3, he has a torpedo defense of 1. I'm a +1, that's even. He needs 2 hits on that sub to sink him. Okay, he's firing 2 torpedoes. This is from the Mahan. Here they come. The first one, I'm a +1. His torpedo defense is 1, so we're 0. I got a detection modifier of +1. +1. 6 + 1's a 7. Bam! I hit him. So he gets his first damage. The first torpedo strikes home. Second torpedo's coming in. It's +2 because it's the second in the shot. I need 2 hits on this guy. Oh! 2, 4, missed. Dang it. Okay. Well, we damaged him. That's going to help us because that's going to slow his roll. All right. Now my commander is giving an action, and that is launch the Vogue to launch his helicopter, the Sea Sprite. So I put in my helicopters into the draw cup now, and the Sea Sprite sprayer launches. He takes 1 stress for launching, and he is going to move 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. He's detected there. Man, I really like to get a shot on that ship, though. He hasn't detected me yet. I like to sink this submarine. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and he's launching his 2 Mark 46 torpedoes at the sub. He's a +1. No range modifiers. Detection is +1. I'm +2. His torpedo defense is a 1. It's -1 because it's damaged, so it's 0. So I'm +2 on the first torpedo. 10. That's it. I got him. So that's it. I fired my last 2 torpedoes and sunk that guy. Yeah. Okay. That was pretty big. Let me tell you. That was really big. I got rid of that submarine. He's gone. Enemy sub 1 is gone. I am so happy that that submarine is out of there. And that goes with my crew for the Vogue. Doesn't matter, he's a warship anyway. Okay, that's all my fast movements. Now we go enemy ship movement. So we got enemy ship number 2. He's a +2. 10 + 2 is a 12. He goes range -1 and ping still. So you know what? I messed this one up before. He should still be here because he does not go range -2, which I did. He goes range -1. He goes range -1 and he's still pinging. Okay. Enemy ship number 3. He is a +2. 7 + 2 is a 9. Range -1 and the ping came off. Okay. Now, he's going to attempt to detect 2 contacts. Ship number 2 and ship number 3. 2 and 3. And ship number 3 is going to attempt to detect number 1 and number 2. All right. They're trying to get me. All right. He's going to try for ship number 2. That's the Vogue. He is a noise modifier of 1. So it's -1. Oh, I forgot surface detections +1, so that's 0. So no difference there. And this is the Slava. He needs a 5 to 8. 2! He did not detect ship number 2. Dodged it again. Now he's going for ship number 3. That's the Doyle. He's a noise modifier of -2, surface detection +1, so it's -1. -1 on a 5 to 8. 4! Wow, he could not detect anybody. Loving that. Okay. And I think I forgot to lower this last turn when we ended the turn. Okay, here we go. Ship number 3, the Udaloy class. He's going to try to detect ship number 1. He's a noise modifier of -1, surface is +1, so we're even. So he's a 4 to 7. 2! Man, how lucky have I been on these? Here we go against ship number 2. He's a -1, +1, 0. 4 to 7. 1! Oh, the dice gods are loving my ships today. Let me tell you. Okay, here we go. Slow is the Scott. The Scott, he can either try to detect, he can fire a missile. This is the ship number 2, takes 2 hits. He's launching 2 RGM-84s at this guy. Here we go. And I flipped that thing the wrong way. I made it a 3 from a 2. It should be a 1. Like that ain't right. Okay, here we go. All right, this is the Scott. He's a -1. Range is 3. Is a missile defense. Ship number 2 of 2, so that's -3. Wow, that's a tough shot. +1, -2. -2, here comes the first missile. That's a 1, it missed. This next one is only going to be a -1 because it's the second missile fired. -1, 7 -1's a 6. Got 1 hit on him. Okay, he's got damage now. Okay, so we got the hit. We needed that. Now we do decrease detection levels. So this goes down to a detection level of 0. We still know he's there. We can try to detect him again to raise that back up while we have him there. Or we can fire at him. Plus his missile defense was oh no, now he's damaged, so he's a better shot at us. Okay. Change this down 1. Here we go, fast ships. So I'm thinking bring my ships in, bring these guys in closer. I have guns that I can fire at them too. And get him in a little closer if I can detect him. Sprayer can detect also. commander is going to do a fleet action and move everybody in. Here we go. The Vogue is going to attempt to detect ship number 3. He's a 6 to 9 to detect. He gets +1. +1 for surface detections, +2. He has a noise modifier of 0, so we're +2. 6 + 2 is an 8 on the Vogue. That's a detection level of 1. So we know he's there now. Now we're going to get aggressive and see if we can get these guys. Sprayer can fire 2 AGM-65s at that ship. He has a missile defense of 1. I'm a 0 on my attack modifier, so it's a -1. First missile, 1, it missed. Second missile is straight up even. 3, he missed. Ah, well, he did me no good. Okay. The Mahan is going to fire one missile at 2 missiles at enemy ship number 3. Here they come. He's a +1. He's a +1 for the ship, so he's +2. Missile defense -1, so he's +1 for the first missile. +1. 9, hit him. That's it. It only took 1. So he's down. So the Mahan, he gets an experience point for that. We got rid of that one. All right, that's big. Gets him off the board. Fired both of those. All right, and I still have the USS Scott, who's out of missiles, but he has guns. At range 2, he can fire his gun. He needs an 8 to hit. He gets a +1 for the range modifier, so he's going to be +1, +1. No, this is the Doyle, not the Scott. The Doyle needs a 10 +1, so he needs a 9 or 10. Oh no, he has to be at range 1. He can't do it. He's going to attempt to detect this guy. Okay, this is the Doyle. He wants to raise that detection level up. His noise modifier is 0, -3 pinging, -1 damage, so he's -4. So I get a +4 and +1, so +5, 11. So I got it. That is a detection level of, oh, on the Doyle, I get 5, 8, or 10. He got him at detection level 3. So we replace the 0 with a 3. We definitely have him spotted now. Okay, that's it for my fast ships. Now we go ship movement. 8 + 2 is a 10. He's going to move in range 1, and he pings still. Okay. And he's going to attempt to detect 2. One of them's the helicopter. Second one is ship number 1. Doesn't like either one of them up there. Okay, my helicopter noise modifier is a 1. So he's going to be -1. He needs a 6 to 8, 9, makes that an 8. He detects him at level 2. So the helicopter is now detected at level 2. Okay? I shouldn't have done it that way. Yeah, did that the wrong way. Sorry about that. He detected at level 2. Okay, now for task force ship number 1. He's going to attempt to detect him. He's noise modifier of 1. Surface detection 1, so they're even. Range is -2. So it's -2. 8 makes that a 6. Gets a detection level of 1 on my ship. So task force ship number 1 is now detected. So he had to get in close to detect, but he did detect. And because he's got a tab, he gets to fire at the helicopter. He's going to attack with a SAM. A 1 to 6 is 1 missile. Yes, so 1 missile. He's firing here at the helicopter. We don't have any defense for that. So he fires. He needs an 8 or higher. No modifiers. His attack is -2. 8 minus 2 is a 6. He missed. Whew. Okay, my helicopter dodged that one. Now my slow is the USS Scott. He's at range 1. He can fire his gun. He needs an 8 to hit. He's a -1, +2, so he's +1. +1. 5. He missed. Okay. Dang. Would have liked to give him another one there. Okay. Here we go. We drop our detection levels, so this one goes to a 2 on the ship. This one goes to 0 on the ship. And this one goes to 1 on the helicopter. All right. He's at detection level 2. This drops down 1. The Mahan is firing his RGM 84. It is, I need a 6. He gets +1 for ship, +2 for range is +3. His missile defense is 2, -1, so it's -1. Okay, so -1 for that. -1 for the ship, so we're even. +2 for the range. +2. 4 + 2 is a 6. That's a hit. That's it. Sunk him. So Mahan got him. So he picked up that experience point. Okay. I got him. Sunk him finally. So the Slava went down. And I just finished. That's it. All right. In the battle, draw an event card. Bad weather stress. Add +1 stress to all ships. Okay. So we got to add 1 stress to everybody. This one can come off of there now. Repair attempt, add stress. All right. So the commander's at 3. He's going to pick up 2 stress. He gets 1 for being here and 1 for that. So that's going to put him at 5. Oops. At 5 stress, which is the top of his level. The Mahan is going to end up with a stress now. He gets 1. The Vogue, the Sea Sprite's going to end up with 3 because he Once he landed, he went to 2, and then he picks 1 up, 3. The ship, the Vogue, is going to end up with 1 stress. The Doyle, he gets 1, plus 1's 2. That's going to give him 3 stress. Or he has a cool of 1, so it flips him back over to 2 stress. He goes to 2, he gets 1 is 3 for the Scott. Okay. So that's where we're at. All right. Take the sensor performance off. Takes care of the stress. And record experience. So everybody's going to get 2. So Ewan picks up 2. The Mahan picks up 2 more. He can't get promoted. The Vogue picks up 2 more. He can't be promoted. The Doyle picks up 2. He's going to get promoted. And the Scott picks up 2. He's going to get promoted. All right. So do the Scott first. He goes from newbie to green. It helps him against the subs, helps the stress level by 1. So that's a little better. So Scott, USS Scott, is now green. He's a green 4. Okay. He still has 3 stress. The Doyle, he picks up his. So he goes from skilled, come on, can't get hold of it, there it is. He goes from skilled to veteran. So that gives him 2 cool instead of 1, so his stress is going to go down to 1 now. And he will be at stress levels are still 4. He's a +1. But really don't see where it helped him other than his cool factor went up to 2. Okay, so he's now a veteran at 4. This is the Doyle. And he's got 1 left over. He's a veteran. 1, and his cool went up to 2. Okay, so he'll have 1 stress on him. And that's it. Ewan did not get promoted. He's at 3 out of 5. Okay, all right, that's it. We finished target number 5 successfully, and that's a big one. We picked up 8 victory points, plus 5 because it's a red target. So that's 13 victory points. That helps. That's a big one there. He carried over 8, so he has 10, so it's going to give me 30 SO points on the next one. And my activity goes up by 1, so it's only a +1 next time instead of a +2. So that'll help me too. Help me keep from running into some of those forces maybe. Still going to be 4 of them for that last one. That was a big boost. I'm now at 13, 17, 21, 25. 25. I'm in the pour. 1 good mission, I can be adequate again. That's my goal today, is to end up adequate. So I need a good mission, a good last mission here, and that will finish us up. All right. Hope you enjoyed it. I did. It was fun. I like this game. It plays well, and it is a lot of fun to play. Hope you enjoyed the playthrough. And of course, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. All of these things do help me. Okay, everybody, have a good one, and we'll see you on the next one.